Hi guys, Charlie Lang with T.A.C Softworks here today to demonstrate our engineering software, Psychrometric Solutions. On your screen you see a psychrometric chart, and if you want to adjust the elevation or the parameters of this chart, you simply right click on it, click on the chart settings icon. Let's change the name, we'll call it a test chart. We'll set the elevation to 5,000 feet. The lower temperature to 21 degrees, the upper temperature to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. If you want to enter a process point on the psychrometric chart, you simply double click on the chart. We'll call this the outside point. And it's the beginning of a process, so it's an entry point. We'll call it 10,000 CFM. That's adjusted to 25 degrees Fahrenheit and relative humidity of 50%. Add the point. Now to look at the process points, we simply right click on the chart to open the app bar. You can look at the data points up here in the app bar. We'll click on data, and you can see the point that we just entered. Taking note that the humidity ratio is 0.00163. We'll go back to the chart and enter a burner process. Again, we double click on the chart. We'll call this burner. This is going to be a process point utilizing the process from the point that was already entered, the last point, the outside point. We'll heat to 125 degrees Fahrenheit to a humidity ratio of 0.00163. Add the point. Shows the burner process. Again, if we right click on data points, you can see the outside and the burner points that are now on the chart. If we click on the calculations button, you can see the amount of heat that's added and the amount of moisture that's added to go from outside the burner. Going back to the chart, let's add a humidification process, which is going to occur on a constant enthalpy line. So let's look at the data points and see what the enthalpy is at the burner. It's 31.82. So going back to the chart, we'll simply double click on the chart. We'll call this humidification. It's humidified to 85 degrees and across a constant enthalpy line of 31.82. We add the point, we can see our humidification line. Now from this point, let's inject some steam into the process up to a humidity ratio of 0.018. So we'll double click on the chart. We want to enter a steam point. We'll just call this steam. Say our steam is 225 degrees saturated steam in degrees Fahrenheit. The desired humidity ratio is 0.018. We'll inject the steam, and it shows the steam process. Another thing we can do, if we want to create or just show a window, we can draw lines on the psychrometric chart. We'll just click on the icon for draw line, and you'll see over here the draw line text appears indicating that we want to draw lines. We just click on the chart where we want the line to start, and then the line really doesn't mean anything. It's just here for visual purposes, and we can click where we want the line to end. If we want to edit the line, we can just move the cursor inside the end point of the line and click on it, and we can edit the line. And then the purpose of this is if we want to show a window, we can add a few lines, and we'll just show a window around the point. So if you want to clean it up some, you can do that. Make it look however you want. That kind of shows an operating window maybe that we're trying to work within. If you decide you don't like the lines, you can move your mouse over the end point of a line to indicate that's the line you're working with, and hit your delete button, and it'll just delete that line. And this is just a short example of the Psychrometric Solutions software. If you want to start over with a new chart, you can hit new and it'll erase everything that's on here. If you want to add a chart, you can do that as well by clicking on this drop down box here and clicking new, and we'll bring up chart number 2, say. And if we're going to work at 0, as I said, and it'll give us a new chart. And if you want to see the data from the old chart, it's still here in the drop down combo box. And here we can change the parameters of this chart if we want to. If we wanted to only work with 35 degrees and 125 degrees, we could adjust the chart accordingly. You'll notice that when the chart is at 0 elevation, it automatically says sea level. And we can enter the parameters here just like we did on the past example. And then the data can be saved by saving the file or opening the file. So we could save the data to some location, any location we wanted to. Just want to put it in our documents folder. We can call it a test file and save it. And then if we were to hit new, for example, it basically erases everything, so we lose all of our information, and later we can open a file, go back to our documents folder and look at the test file, open that data back up. Just remind you that anything you've currently done is we're going to overwrite that data. So this is the information that we just did. And that's a short summary of our Psychrometric Solutions software. Thank you very much. Bye.